Tech Cocktail Conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
We're a group based in Virginia. We represent about 2,000 technology companies, from big companies like Google and Microsoft to small disruptive startups like Uber and Aereo. We do a number of things. First of all, we own and produce the International Consumer Electronics Show every January in Las Vegas, which is a phenomenal show. It's about 2 million square feet. It's a technopalooza. And in that show are big companies, but also we have a whole section for smaller companies called Eureka Park, and it's all startups. And it's every year it grows. It grew in size from last year. It's phenomenally energetic. It's great. Other things we do for startups, we have a huge market research area. They use our market research. We do government affairs. Most of what I do involves disruptive innovators who are trying to break into markets, but they're being kept back by incumbents who don't want to see the competition. We work on those issues a lot. We have a communications department that promotes the industry. So we provide a full range of services that are useful for both startups and big companies. Our industry is under siege from bogus patent claims. I get more calls on this issue than all, I think, other issues combined. Calls from members in tears because they've been sued on some bogus patent claim and they don't know what to do. And they know they didn't do anything wrong, but they are faced with paying all this money and they don't know what to do. And this problem is increasing at almost a hockey stick curve. If you walked around CES, which is our main show, and went from booth to booth and said, "Tell me your patent troll story," you would almost always get a story. And you talk to companies who say, this used to be a once in every 3 months issue, then it became a once in every 3 weeks issue, and now it's a 3 times a week issue. It is absolutely endemic. And they focus primarily on the smaller companies, right? Because the patent trolls, they're not stupid, they're actually quite clever. And if you're going to pick on somebody, you want to pick on a company without a big legal department and without a lot of resources to defend a full legal case, which can also often cost $1 million to defend a patent claim. So the primary victims of this are small companies and startups. And when they are picked on by a patent troll, they have 2 choices. They normally either pay the money to the troll and hope the troll goes away, or a lot of the times they just shut down their doors and go away. So innovation suffers and the economy suffers, and it's tragic. The good news is a very strong bill passed out of Congress, out of the House of Representatives, including just some very basic, simple, common sense reforms. And it was endorsed by the White House. So you have here in DC, you have a situation where Republicans and Democrats and the president all agree on something, which in these days is a rarity. And then it went to the Senate. And as everything is, in the Senate, things are more complicated. So in the Senate right now, there are a number of very strong bills pending, and there are members of both parties who want to move them, but it's taking a long time. And what we want to do is make sure we don't lose momentum, and we keep up the pressure, and we fix this problem, because we really cannot afford to delay. With what's going on right now, it is really tragic. And there is basically this extortion racket, a legal extortion racket that we are allowing to happen that is costing the economy about $80 billion a year and putting companies out of business. No other country that we're competing with in the world does this. No other country has this problem. So it's imperative that the Senate act as soon as possible and simply fix this issue. And you know something? It's not that complicated. It's not really a legal issue. It's not even really a patent issue. It's kind of like if the mafia comes to your front door and says, "Give me $1,000 or I'll burn your house down." It's not a fire prevention issue, right? It's an extortion issue. And that's what this patent troll racket is. It's basically garden variety extortion with a very thin veneer of patent law. And it just simply has to be fixed. You can do a number of things. You can engage. You can talk to your senator and say it is imperative that they pass patent reform, strong patent reform right now, and put the patent trolls out of business. They can take out their phones. They can take out their phones like this. Hang on. And text trolls, TROLLS, to 52886. Text trolls to 52886, and that will tell your senator to pass a bill to stop patent trolls. And I know I sound like a TV pitchman, but that actually works. That is how Congress works. If they get a lot of emails and texts about something from their constituents, they look at it and they know it's important. So the most important thing people can do is they can engage. And I think recently, over the last couple of years, the tech industry has seen that if they step up and they engage and they talk to their member of Congress and use the tools available to them, they can make things happen. That's how they stop PIPA. That's how they stop SOPA. We can do this. And now it is time to stop this patent troll racket.